When it comes to traveling, there's certain things that we all must check off, whether it's getting our fare, airfare, bus fare, then we have to worry about the lodging, whether it's a hotel, Airbnb, and in some cases we have to rent transportation depending on where you go or what activities you want to do. And so as a person who's been working for the airline for X amount of years, I always find that there is a rift between the airlines and the customer. There's always something that the customer doesn't understand, or there's an expectation they have of the airline. And so I'm here to bridge the gap. And today's video will be about Spirit airline baggage fees. So just watch the video ahead. Hey guys, David the Ring here, world traveler, and this is your travel platform when it comes to all things travel. I'm here to bridge the gap to help you guys enjoy yourselves and learn while you are out there. Now, I'm like a 12-year travel vet, and throughout that time, I think I only paid for airline ticket maybe twice. I was very blessed in that aspect, but I want to help others who think traveling has to be expensive, and I just want you to get out there. So many people will discourage you and say that place is not safe, or that place doesn't like black people. So you just want to take that with a grain of salt. You want to form your own opinions and your own experience. So that's what I'm here to help you with. So I'll give you my own experience by way of vlog. I'll give you travel reviews. I'll put you up on game when it comes to the news, etc., etc. So I hope you subscribe to the channel. Spirit airline baggage fees. Now, what's funny about it is if you were to Google what is the fee for a bag with Spirit, you won't get an answer. This was new to me. As I said, throughout my journey, I really don't have to pay for a plane ticket. So, some of these things, even for myself, I really didn't know. There's no standard price when it comes to bags with Spirit. With other airlines like the big guys, it might be $30 for a checked bag. I think this is where the big confusion comes from, because when most people go to book their flight, they book it not according to brand loyalty. Some people do, maybe 40% or something like that, but most people book it according to the price. And if you see Spirit, or you see Allegiant, or you see Frontier or Alaskan Airline, you see that the cheap price, but you're not looking at the fine print where you have to pay for everything else. And let me break that down for you. So I remember when airlines started charging for checked bags. It was a thing, and then one by one, all airlines started to do that, and it became like an industry norm. It was a way for them to make money, a different stream of income, because fuel costs were always fluctuating. As there's just a lot of overhead for the airline. Sometimes empty planes, so they have to find a way to make other money, and sometimes they have to cut. If you think about something as small as peanuts, we used to eat peanuts on the plane. You haven't seen peanuts in years, right? Now you see pretzels. Peanuts are cheaper than pretzels. So there's like some things that if you didn't really pay attention to, you don't see how they cut costs. I remember years ago where you would have to stock pillows and blankets pretty much on every seat. Now that's not even the case. Now you can't even get a meal in most domestic flights. I don't even care if you're going across country. At least anything over 4 hours you used to get a meal for. So now you have to pay. Back to Spirit Airlines. So this is how it works, because I think the confusion becomes that Americans don't understand these ultra low airlines. Europeans do because they have them, and it's just a part of how they do it over there, like Jet Airlines and WOW airlines like that. Europeans are used to it, but we aren't. Let me break this down, because over the years people have said, yo, when I get to the gate, Spirit is charging me. So let's break it down and see what's really going on here. How Spirit has it, I just went on their website and I put Atlanta to Baltimore. And when you go on the plane on a Spirit airline flight, you can only take a personal bag. So a personal bag, according to them or other airlines, is like a handbag for women or a laptop bag, something very small. But on Spirit, you have to pay for checked bags. On the big carriers, you don't. You have to pay for a carry-on. On the big carriers, you don't have to pay for a carry-on. You have one personal and one carry-on. You got to remember, even the carry-ons, if there's not room overhead, you could put it underneath. Spirit charges you to have a carry-on. It's broken up into 5 different ways. So you can either pay for your bag on their website. You can either do before online check-in, during online check-in. You can either pay at the airport or you can pay at the gate. So let's break it down. And if you want to save within all those segments, you can become a part of their Savers Club, and you're saving like $7 off of each segment if you're a member, opposed to just flying with them. So a carry-on bag, $39 from Atlantic City to Baltimore. $39 for the carry-on bag if you do it on their website. If you do before or online check-in, it's $49. If you pay for your bag at the airport, it's $55. So look at that jump. And then if you pay at the gate, it's $67. So I think that's where people get it confused. People have said, oh man, I get to the gate and then they're charging me this amount. Another thing you got to think about is this, because the onion is really, exposing itself. Not only do you have those fees, but you have to think about the oversized, the overweight fee as well. With other airlines, domestically, your bag has to be up until 50 pounds, and then anything over that is considered heavy. Here, your bag has to be 40 pounds, so it has to be 10 pounds less. If it's 41 pounds to 50 pounds, you have to pay an extra $30 on the amounts that I just told you. If your bag is 51 to 70 pounds, you have to pay 55. Let's break that down. So say let's just look at a check bag. One check bag is $34, right? So let's say your check bag is over 40 pounds. Now you have to tag on an extra $30. And that's only if it's between 41 and 50 pounds. So your bag, that one check bag will now be $64 if it's overweight. And then if it's between 51 to 70 pounds, it's $55. So it will be 34 plus 55 for that one check bag. If it's just a little bit over the industry standard. This is what you have to think about. And then I don't know if I mentioned, depending on where you go, the price is different. Obviously, the further you go, the more expensive it's going to be. There's more fuel to burn, with distance. And so your bags add to that weight that's making the plane burn more fuel, if you think about it like that. This is why you'll never get a standard price. So your best bet if you want to travel Spirit is to go on their website and book there. And there's a calculator to input where you want to go, and then it will give you the price. You'll never get a standard price because it depends on where you're going, if you booked online, if you through them, or if you did online checking, if you paid at the airport, or if you have to pay at the gate. So guys, hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave it down below. Also, consider subscribing. You'll get a lot of value on this channel from an industry insider and a world traveler. So until next time, David the Ring, I'm Global, over and out. See you.